Hey, what's up, YouTube? Back with another quick get ready. Well, not quick. That's why we doing the video. Get ready with me. I'm getting ready for church. And as I was just in the shower, was just doing my sugar scrub. Placed on my heart to come with a quick testimony about how God saved my life. About how God saved my life with these blood clots that I deal with. Now, I've been dealing with blood clots for like the past 2 years. The blood specialists have ran all kind of tests and everything, and we cannot find out what's causing it. So, I want to say in April, I went in to the emergency room for shortness of breath. Now, keep in mind, we had just moved into the home that I'm in now. And it's an upstairs, downstairs. My bedroom is upstairs. But the stairs, had actually been doing me some good as far as with losing a couple of pounds. I was my body stretching more and stuff. So when the shortness of breath came, I'm like, what in the world? It was back in, I want to say April the 11th. Finna use my lash serum for my brows and lashes. So I want to say April the 11th is when it just got, a little concerning. I had been feeling the shortness of breath before that, but April the 11th was when I was like, wait a minute, this is not normal for me. Even I was at work, let's just say the grocery store right here, my car was right here. I would walk over to my car on break and I was losing my breath. I'm like, now, wait a minute, this is not normal. And keep in mind, like I said, I have been dealing with blood clots for the past 2 years, but they never made it to the lungs. Never. It was always in my arm, my leg, of that sort. Never made it to the arms. And keep in mind, when they would come in the arms and in the legs, I could feel that pain. I know what that pain feel like. So I know what that pain feel like. So, I thought I had caught something. The season was just changing and everything, but that night I got in from work and I lost my breath instantly walking up the stairs. I'm like, wait a minute. We'd have been in this house since December. It's April. I ain't losing no breath. So, I knew it was something more serious than the weight. So, y'all, I'm like, now let me just go on and take me a shower and let me go. I'm like, this not right. So, get to the emergency room. And they like, well, have you traveled? Have you been outside? All of normal questions. And I'm like, no. What kind are you employed? What do you do? Yada, the questions. So I'm telling them. And they're like, my lip oil I like using. They're like, okay, well, we're going to run some tests. And he asked me a question that they have asked me before in my old town. And that sparked a light bulb. I'm like, oh, that deal with blood clots, right? And he like, yeah. I'm like, oh, well, I'm prone to him. I've been prone to him for the past couple of years, like 2 years. I'm like, but no, it's not in my lung. I don't get them in my lung. I'm like, because I will feel that, assuming it will feel how it feel when it's in the arms and when it's in the leg. Because that pain is very painful. Like, I know that pain. So I'm like, well, yeah, go ahead and test. And he was like, well, can we run a CAT scan? Now, I had been under so many CAT scans before. you know, since dealing with this, they always have taken extra precautions to make sure it wasn't in the lung. And, you know, it wasn't. So they run the test and come back with the results after an hour or so. And he was like, ma'am, we sorry to inform you, this clot has made it to the lung. And I'm like, what? And I began to ask him, I'm like, well, I didn't feel it. It didn't feel like how it felt in my, you know, arm and legs. And he's like, did you throw up blood? Did it hurt to breathe? I'm like, no. Besides the shortness of breath, if I didn't have the shortness of breath, I wouldn't even thought to go in. I'm being very honest. So I'm like, no, you know, it's nothing. So he's asking me the questions that normally comes with the blood clots. I guess they be throwing up blood. When you breathe, they say it feel like a sharp pain and all that. I had no signs. None. Besides the shortness of breath. And so he like, we're gonna have to keep you. We're gonna have to start you on the what did he call? It's a hemparin or something. I believe I'm saying that right. I might not. It's a blood thinner. They have to put it on the IV. And so they had to start me on that. And now I'm like, you know, I'm freaking out. Because I'm like, dang, I know blood clots that took people out, you know? Especially in the lungs. So, I had been on Eliquis, is a blood clot medicine. Zofran, I believe I'm saying that. Zofran, I believe I'm saying that one right. No, I had only been on Zofran at the time when the blood clot came to my lung. When I left the hospital, they had put me on Eliquis. So they put me on Eliquis, and one night, another night, no, it wasn't another night. That was April. May, my daughter's graduation. My baby graduated from 8th grade. We had planned to do, this is my brow gel by F. We had planned to do a big party for her at home and just to celebrate her. I'm a party. I party with my kids. I like celebrating everything. So that was the plan. That was May the 23rd or the 25th. One of those. So I'm a partier. I like to celebrate. I'm a firm believer in celebrating. So I kid y'all not. We got from there. Now it was hot at the graduation because it was outside. Y'all, we got from the graduation. And when I tell y'all, everybody was like, I'm tired. Now, keep in mind, I had made her tutu. I had been ripping and running, doing everything for this graduation. You know, working and just doing what the mama do. You know, y'all know we can't rest. We got to work, got to prepare for whatever we dealing with, and we got to keep going. So, y'all, I'm preparing for her graduation, and nothing has... Zariah, stay out of my bedroom. Nothing has... I haven't had no shortness of breath. I've been moving, running back and forth from my hometown to Champaign. Well, not my hometown, the town that I'm living in now, to Champaign, at Joanne Fabrics, getting this, getting that. I mean, I was running, y'all. Ripping and running and ripping. Never felt a shortness of breath or nothing. Kid y'all not. The night of my daughter's, the evening of my daughter's graduation. After the graduation, y'all, we was finna okay, don't look cute. Y'all, we were about to come home and party. We had got all the food she wanted. You know, just her family. But like I said, I like to celebrate everything. Got home, y'all. When I tell y'all God is so good, don't play with him. Y'all, I got home. I remember coming upstairs, laying in my bed while I'm like, okay, let me just relax. Woosah is over with now. Let me get comfortable. You know, go down there, decorate. We gonna celebrate. When I tell y'all, a sleep fell over my entire home. My baby had went to sleep with her tutu I made her own. Now, y'all, this was not no average tutu. It was massive. Itchy material. Some strips had glitter in it. I mean, that's how deep of a sleep. I mean, everybody. The dogs. I mean, the dog, the cats, everybody. I promise y'all, was sleep. I got up from that sleep. And I went to the bathroom. My bedroom right here. I got the bathroom inside my bedroom. The walk is this big. Literally. This far. This how quick I go from my bathroom, bedroom. You know, vice versa. Y'all, when I say it felt like somebody had took my breath from me, I thought that this is my time. I'm about to go. I'm going to glory. Y'all, lost my breath. I'm talking about every part of it was gone. I tell my husband, I'm like, let's go. I'm like, we gotta go. He like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Keep in mind, everybody still asleep. I said, something not right. He like, well, you been running around. I'm like, no. I'm like, this not right. I'm like, come on, let's go. Get me there. It was so bad, y'all. We even pulled over in the gas station so I could get in the paramedics. I said, I don't feel safe driving. I said, I don't feel safe driving. I said, he said, let's pull over. We pulled over, waited on the paramedics. Y'all, we get there. They run the test. Whew. They run the test on me. I'm not gonna get emotional. They run the test. They do another CAT scan. Y'all, that blood clot had went from that one that we seen in April had like splattered as like a web. And I had developed 5 more clots in my lungs. Oh, you talk about the goodness of Jesus. When I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, y'all. So at this time, of course, they had to keep me. Y'all, so I hadn't really even broke down yet. That wasn't even my breaking point. Y'all, now the blood specialist, I got the counselor team coming. It was nonstop. They were just coming and coming and coming. And this to stay in the hospital. And you know, I'm seeing them back to back. This person, that person. Y'all, that blood specialist stood in my room and told me, she said, Miss Mitchell, I don't know how you still here today. And I smiled and I nodded. I did like this. Because I know where I was still there. But y'all keep in mind, I still hadn't even broke yet. It's still I was still trying to gather the information and new medicines. They began to give me shots and, oh, but y'all, I still hadn't even comprehend. I don't want to say comprehend. I still hadn't even felt the emotions I still tried to, I don't know if I was trying to ignore feeling the emotions, or not that I was in denial. I know that they was saying facts. I know that. Y'all. So they tell me in a couple of days I'm able to go home. And my husband and the kids came up there to get me. And when I tell y'all, I still hadn't let it out. I hadn't let it out. But I pulled up to, because now they got me on warfarin. But to start that off until that sent me, now they got me giving myself injections twice a day. I pulled up to Walgreens to get my medicine. I remember telling him, like, let's just get it while we out. I just want to relax. I haven't relaxed. They've been coming in the room nonstop. I'm like, let's just go on and get it while we out. The prescription should be ready like that. Yeah, I pulled up to that hospital. The pharmacies. And all I could think about was God sparing my life. And I got another chance to go get some medicine and study my kids taking a last route or ride to the emergency room to see me. Oh, y'all. When I say God is a keeper, He a keeper. And not only when I got to the Walgreens, matter of fact, I think I still got a bag. Hold on. Y'all, this was the medicine, the shots I had to come home on. So, we get to Walgreens. And the lady telling me, like, yeah, don't get pregnant on warfarin and everything. In her description, it tell me not to do. Y'all, I get the bag of medicine. That was the first ones I had to give myself. I go in the car. I get the medicine in the car. When I tell y'all, them injections say 1,164 something. And she was like, wait a minute, I got to make sure your insurance going to cover this. So she looked back in there. She was like, oh, okay, Miss Mitchell, you free to go. So not only did God not allow those blood clots to claim my life, the medicine that I needed to survive, that was already taken care of. And people might be like, yeah, well, that's what insurance do, and woo, woo, woo. Baby, in today's world, in today's society, as much red tape and it's always this, that wasn't nobody but God. Not a copay, not one penny, not nothing. So I make this video to tell somebody, no matter what you're going through, I don't care what the doctor said. Yes, they're saying that I will have to be on warfarin, the pills, not the injections, for the rest of my life. That's what they saying. That's not what God has a final say so. Oh, y'all, but hold on. Went back to the emergency room. Because now every time I have shortness of breath, to me, that means life or death. So I don't play with it. I just automatically go. I think I went like a couple of weeks ago. They was like, well, since you have got a chronic blood clot, let us just go on and scan you. I said, okay. Came back. Not a blood clot in sight. So the man showing me my scan, like, well, I don't see none, but I'm going to wait for my big doctor. So the big doctor come in. I'm like, none. He like, I'm like, what you mean, no new ones? He was like, no, none. Don't tell me what God will and won't do. God is a keeper. He's a healer. He's a provider. Yes, I'm on blood thinners. And if I have to be on them, that's fine. But God is real. You can't tell me. People that checked out of here off of one blood clot. One. The blood specialist was confused how she was still standing there talking to me. The blood specialist, this is her specialty. This is what she studied. This is what they gave her certificate, her degree in. Who but God? I love y'all. Be blessed. The enemy tried to get me to stay in today from church. Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. Because God is worthy. And sometimes I feel, well, ain't no sometimes, I just know that I lack so much. We're giving him so much more of me because he's worthy. Nobody but God. This is not man-made. This testimony didn't come from man. This come from God. This was nobody but God. But I love y'all. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Go somewhere. Go praise God. Go give God some praise. Go. He's worthy, y'all. He's a keeper. He's a provider. Woo. Y'all, I'm telling you, but let me go on and get off this video. Love y'all. Be blessed. And keep in mind, make somebody smile today.